Kildare were boosted when Dermot Early was deemed fit enough to take his place at centre field, though there was little he could do as his side were caught cold after a minute. Owen Bradley's free dropped short, with Wilkinson showing the predatory instincts. When Owen Bradley landed this point after 8 minutes, Derry were up by 5, with the visitors yet to get off the mark. But this Eamon Callaghan point and a string of placed balls from Johnny Doyle slowly brought the visitors back into contention. Derry were struggling to get to grips with a strong wind. Enda Muldoon, their third unsuccessful free taker of the first half. No such problems for Johnny Doyle though. He put Kildare ahead for the first time in the 23rd minute. 6 unanswered points for Kildare. Derry needed to stop the rot. Declan Mullins landed their first score for almost 21 minutes before Owen Bradley and Pádraig O'Neill traded points to send Kildare in leading by 1 with a half-time score of 8 points to a goal and 4. Johnny Doyle and Mark Lynch swapped scores in the opening exchanges of the second half before James Keane levelled the scores for the fourth and final time as the Kildare juggernaut began to move into top gear. Playing into a strong wind didn't seem to hinder the Lily Whites in any way, with a series of fine scores from play. One of Flaherty's perhaps the pick of them. While at the other end, Derry were looking toothless in the face of some expert Kildare defending. In fact, their defenders were so much to the fore that fullback Hugh McGillan was afforded the freedom of Celtic Park to head forward and fist this effort. Mark Lynch's point brought Derry back to within 4 points, their first score for 17 minutes, but that was as close as the home side would come. But any hopes of a revival were ended moments later. All too easy for Eamon Callaghan, corner forward firing into an empty net, making the score 1-15 to a goal and 7. Before Alan Smith pounced for his 5th ever championship goal to see a 2-17 to 1-9 win, the first ever victory on Derry soil for Kildare.
I'm happy with it, I have to say. Some great displays in the full back line again. Half back line great too. You can't really sort of complain. Derry have quality regardless. Division 1 team. It was a big step up, and the fellas stood up to it. And but we have another week now to get ready for the next one, no matter who we